Hello everyone. Oh gosh, it's been a while. Yes, been a really I think it's been like 2-3 weeks since I last posted something on the channel. Yes, it's honestly been busy these last couple weeks, but it's the summer now, so that's probably good. Yeah, so now I have a little more free time. Obviously I still got revision to do, but yeah, I thought I might as well just make this little video of me working on Gandra again for like the 50th time. But yeah, so I just hope everyone's having a good summer now. I've only just started mine like 2 days ago. Yeah, it's been a long time. Yeah, and there's been quite a few videos where I said I would like post more updates on Gandra, but those never really came around to be. So I thought I may as well just give you guys a little behind the scenes of what I've been doing lately. So yeah, here right now, I have not the actual version of Gandra. Like, this looks like mechanized Gandra, but it's just like the what I call him. Hold on, I'm trying to find out what I called him, because I made a sub model of him in this program. This is Metalgera. Yeah, so it's just a like a robotic version of Gandra, not the actual version. And if you can also see like the amount of like the other versions I've made. Yes, like I've just been extremely addicted to just creating these alternate versions, you know, just playing around with customizable parts. Yeah. It's actually putting my computer under quite a bit of stress, especially considering this is an old one too. So yeah, it's quite heavy on the computer, but I'll go through each one in a moment. But yeah, right now I've been working on this one. There isn't much of a difference between this one and the original mechanized Gandra, but I am still working on it. So yeah, but right now let's go over like the versions of Gandra I've been working on so far. So obviously this is like the normal version, like the base version we've all I've made a video on. It's got the tail. I mean, this isn't accurate to what the actual tip of the tail is, because Studio didn't have the correct version of this one, so I just had to use a placeholder piece. And then of course we got mechanized Gandra. I think I made an updated video on this one with the arm attachments and the shoulder attachments as well. I took quite a bit of inspiration from Kiryu, so yeah. And then we also got mutated Gandra. This one I didn't make a video on. Yes, I was meant to be making a video on it, but how do I explain it? I made a video on the original version of Gandra, of mutated Gandra, but I never made a video on the updated version. So hopefully, and I say hopefully because I don't know if I'm actually going to be able to make it, but hopefully I should make an updated video on this soon. But it looks monstrous. And in fact, I made one short about this. Like it was only just showing the head, but then that was about it. It wasn't really like an actual video. It was just like a meme. And then you got what I even call this one. I haven't come up with a name of this one, but then it's essentially like a Plantessa X Gandra, so it's like a fusion sort of. I don't know if I should make this official or not, but it's sort of like yeah, it's just sort of like a parody for now, I guess. I'll tell you what isn't a parody though. we'll move on to that one in a sec. That's just like a completely different story. But this one is what I call the slimmer version of Gandra. So this is just essentially the one with without the tip on the tail. There's also like some other modifications, but then they're not really that significant. So yeah, that's something I'm looking forward to build. I have sort of built it in real life, but then the problem is it's not exactly how I want it to look. So once I place another, or once I get the parts again, I should be able to make this, the modified tail. Yeah, and then there's also this version of Gandra. So this one is demonized Gandra. I was meant to make a video on this like a long time ago, so, I don't know, 4 months ago, I guess. Yeah, it's been quite a long time, and I've been playing around with it the past couple days, mainly with like the tail pieces, and yeah, it does look a little devilish, I gotta say. I am quite a fan of this one. The only issue I'm having with this one though is, see, the thing is, I have two of these claw pieces already, but then I need an extra two to complete like the full crown. But the issue is I can barely find them anywhere. Like, I think I found some pieces on eBay, but then I'm still waiting for a response by the seller. So yeah, it's like the crown is sort of semi-completed for now, but hopefully I should be making an updated version for the elongated head, which is actually something I also wanted to talk about. So I didn't speak about this that much in my videos, but I sort of ditched the old heads. So originally this was Gandra's head. It was like 2x2. It was just like a 2x2, and it sort of looked a little stubby. And I guess that's what sort of gave Gandra his originality, but I just didn't like it that much. Like, compared to this head, I mean, that's kind of a bad example. Like, this head, it looks a lot better. Like, if I put it side by side, like, you can tell this one looks a lot better. Yeah, and we don't talk about this one. As a matter of fact, I'm moving this one to the side because it's just an abomination. I'll speak about that one like later. And then we also have this version of Gandra. I don't even know what to say about this one. But essentially, like, I gave him a giant sail on his head. And then I gave him like these giant wings in the back. This was like, it looks goofy, but then at the same time it actually looks kind of cool in my opinion. But the problem is the wings are expensive. Like, I'm pretty sure you have to pay like £4 for you have to pay £4 for all of these wings put together. In fact, let's check right now. So we go to, so yeah, that's why I'm a bit hesitant on making it. I mean, obviously I do plan to make it. It looks very good, but just not for now. Especially considering I'm trying to save up for the PC. Yeah, and also the economy is not really helping right now. So that's, or you know what, I could get these wings from eBay. Like, it's probably going to be cheaper. Yeah, but then I don't know. I don't even know if they'll have it in this color to begin with. And then we move on to this version of Gandra. I really like this one. But the only issue is, like, if you see these tip of the tail pieces, like, originally they were meant to be these barbed claw pieces, but Lego ran out of stock for them apparently, which is very weird, and I'm not responsible for that because I haven't orders from Lego in like 4 months now, I think. Actually, maybe like 3 months, I don't know. But I'm most certainly not responsible for the shortage, so that's something. But it's kind of like meant to be based off a Triceratops. Yeah, it's a lot going on. And in this one, again, I took inspiration from like the tails, the tail pieces. Funny enough, this the idea to create like these giant antlers, it came to me last night. Like I was thinking, why don't I just like use these tube pieces and then extend it with like the tail pieces, and then yeah, this is how this sort of came to be. The only issue though is like, I don't know if it's going to be too much for the head to carry. I mean, it's already bad enough that like the whole crest situation is like, it's so heavy for the head to hold. These are not helping, so I have a feeling that this is just going to tilt down anytime I try to pose it, so that's going to be an issue. And then I saw like this version of Gandra is just meant to be like abusing the bones, like the skeleton, I guess. So it's like you just got like a back plate here, sort of like an ankylosaurus if you think about it. And then you also got the club at the tip of the tail. So yeah. What else is there to talk about? Oh yeah. And then you also have this one. This one I made after that one.
Yeah.
This I'm a little indecisive about. I don't know whether I should put this over here or if I should just keep this here. I might just make another version just revolving around that piece, but then I guess time will tell. But overall, I think it looks really good. It also reminds me of like one of the concept arts that was made for Space Godzilla in Godzilla X Kong Supernova. I'm excited for that movie, if I'm being honest. The only criticism I have about it is like, it's the third Godzilla X Kong movie we've gotten. Like, we haven't got a solo movie in, I don't know, like 6 years now, perhaps? I don't know. But yeah, that's really annoying. But point is, he's just like really pokey, so he's probably going to be a pain to like pose. And then this one, you guys aren't going to be ready for this. No, you are not going to be ready for this. Funtime Gandra. Don't even ask like why I made this. I was playing around with the color palette, and then I thought this looks awfully similar to Funtime. Like, let me search up right now. I was just tweaking, I guess. Honestly, like, in my opinion, yeah, it does look real good, I have to say. I sort of like tried to how do I explain it? Make this look a lot less intimidating by like smoothing down the sharp corners, if that makes sense. Like, I tried to make this a little,
I tried to make this backside a little bulkier so that it's not it doesn't look slim. I don't know if you guys understand what I'm even talking about.
I don't know what I'm talking about. And I even went as far as to making him a guitar. I made him a guitar, bro. This took like almost forever to try and create. I mean, I'm not too appealed with the bottom of it, but I mean, that's hardly going to be shown. So yeah, that's sort of what I've been doing the past couple months, I guess. I'm also going to show you something else. So if I go to, let me just save this for now so that the changes are saved. Give it a second. And then we go to File, Open. So I've been also making this. So as originally, like how do I explain it? The original idea for this was that I made this. Oh gosh, I don't know how to explain it. So when I'm rummaging through my Lego box, like I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like I have 5. Actually, wait, no, 6. I have 6 boxes of Lego. Not giant ones. I only have like 2 giant ones. And then anytime I'm rummaging through them, I sort of like I create these little constructs. And not long ago, I was making a construct, and it sort of looked like a you know those ships you get out of Star Wars, like it looked something like that. And I thought, why don't I just make that into something that actually looks recognizable? So as you can see, there's a lot of missiles. Like there's 2, 4, 6, 8. There's 8 missiles. Yeah, it's quite a lot of missiles. And then I just sort of added this whole chain of the box as like decorative effect, I guess. The back here, like, it's just it's a special kind of flame. So, and on the back here we got a bunch of antennas. These little lampposts here, like this, I guess they're meant to be like trumpets or something, I don't know. I was just sort of goofing around with this. For like the exhausts, I use the same pieces I used in Gandra's mechanized Gandra's turrets, and there's like a long pipes. So yeah, I find that pretty neat. And this is meant to be like landing gear. So yeah, just gotta line up. If I can line up. Yeah, like that. And then I also included like these accents of neon green. So I actually, this wasn't originally part of the model. These pieces originated from like a modification, and then I just added bright green elements to the build. And then I also include like weapon holders on the side. So yeah. One weird bug though with Studio is that this specific bar piece, anytime you try to connect it to something, it shows up as like this placeholder. This placeholder model. It's like when you have a placeholder model, it's either to show that it's not part of the sub model you're working with, or it just shows that the part is not compatible. So like I leave it there, and then for some reason it becomes clear. And it's weird because like the where is it? Like the hole, it should be compatible with the plate. So I don't know why it's doing that. It's just some weird bug Studio has, I guess. And yeah, I also got a bunch of levers at the front. Levers, I don't know what you call them. And yeah, this model, it's not super different. it only just has like a skull, really. And I I use the same structure as a Gandra's head, but like I just extended it a bit so that I could add these horns. So yeah, usually like you'd put the skull at the front of the thing, the vehicle, but that didn't happen. I thought it looked better at the top. And then this, I just placed it here as like a presentative model, I guess. It's not as updated as this one, but it's just like a general idea. I do think I cooked with the scene plate, I like to call it. So like you just got rocks, like some water and dirt on the sides, you know, that kind of stuff. What else should I go through? Let's see. I probably should go through more Plantessa. See, originally it was called Mutessa, but then I accidentally messed up his name in the video, so I just stuck with Plantessa. So yeah, let's go through this. As you can see, I've been doing quite a bit of work in the past. So originally, like, okay, I need to figure out how I'm gonna word this. So when I first showed Plantessa, the issue was, one, the arms, I guess, or the vines, they couldn't hold themselves up, even like they were stiff because they were brand new out of the box, but then they were still quite weak from the base joints, like here. So I had to reinforce that with by using a 1x1 rounded with a snout, and then using a ball joint with a bar, and then I just create like a not mini joint, but like a base joint for the rest of the arm to connect with. The other issue was the stability. So I sort of when I placed the order, when I placed the order for Plantessa, I sort of had a feeling that the weights would be imbalanced, and yeah, just if you pose Plantessa a certain way, he will just fall face flat. So what I've tried to do is balance out that way by including this heavy tail at the back. And you're probably thinking, well, he never originally had a tail, did he? Well, actually, the thing is, he was meant to have a tail. In fact, there was quite a lot of stuff Plantessa was meant to have, but then I forgot so many stuff that I just want to punch myself. And I do this for like basically almost every order. Yeah, sorry, one sec. Yeah, sorry, just had to deal with something. Yeah, I just forgot a bunch of pieces, and it was basically incomplete. I can smell weed in the alleyway. Oh my god. Yeah. So back to the tail thing. So he actually was meant to have a tail in another form I made for him. So in this form, he has legs that he can walk on, and then he also originally, like, this segment of the tail, that was the original tail, but then I had to extend it to this part. Yeah, that sort of balances out the weight a little more. And then his, oh my god, that smells really putting me off. The legs are also originally they were quite stubbier, so I'm pretty sure this was the only part that was meant to be included, but then Actually, no. This the first segment here and then the foot here, that was meant to be the original parts, but then I actually don't know why I included a third joint. I guess it was for more like stability or something, I don't know. And then as for the feet, you already know who I took inspiration from, so I don't think I really need to explain myself. Yeah, what else do I need to talk about? So there was one in the original Plantessa video, there was one attachment I forgot, which was the axe, and this one was like really cool in my opinion, and I'm quite annoyed that I forgot about it. Yeah. And then in the past couple months, I've also made this one. I don't even know what you call this. Like, I think what I was trying to do is create like an attachment where like there are claws coming from like a 360 all around the joint. But then that didn't exactly work, so I thought I just might as well create something like this, so it's like to hold cars or something. I mean, it looks cool, but then the only issue is like I just think that it's going to be really heavy to hold for Plantessa. So yeah. And then this one I made quite recently, it's like a blunt weapon. I mean, is it really blunt? It's got like pointy stuff sticking out of it. Pointy stuff. That's great terminology there. Yeah, it's just I made this one quite recently, so yeah. As for this one though, this is meant to be like a acid attachment. I didn't include. Oh my god, what am I saying? I was meant to put this in the original video, but then I sort of cut out because it was getting expensive. And I don't know when I'll actually be able to show this in real life. So that's going to be a bit of a tricky one. What else can I show you? I know there's like a lot of weird stuff going on here, but actually, wait, hang on. I'll show you mechanized Plantessa first. I already made a mechanized version. But yeah, let me show you. So mechanized Plantessa, it's quite interesting in my opinion. I was like sort of meant to revolve this around antennas, sharp points, that stuff like that. So first off, like a half of his head is just replaced with metallic parts, and then running down his neck is antennas, and then these are ski poles, and then the original green flexible tube was replaced with a grey one. And then as for the what's it called, the 1x2 tooth pieces, I replaced those with 1x2 ingots. And then, oh gosh, I actually made quite a lot more attachments than I remember. But let's talk about this one. This one I really like. In fact, I really want to build it, but I'm sort of focusing on the floating hot rod from before. So this one's gonna have to wait. But essentially, there's 3 propeller blades, and then there's also these 3 drill bits. It's sort of meant to represent a flower. So you got these propeller blades as the petals, and then you got I keep forgetting the name, the drill point as the like, what's it called? But it doesn't even look like a stigma. But listen, that's not the point, man. I don't care about the flipping flower terminology. All three of them are connected by this this part here. It's like a axle triaxle holder. I don't know what you call it. And then it's just sort of leading off with these axle pieces. And then, oh yeah, I didn't even realize the tail. The tail's modified with again metallic parts, and it's also got a drill bit at the end, so that's kind of cool. So essentially it's like the evil dentist, all these attachments. Yeah, so it's like you got the drill bit. I'm surprised I didn't turn these into submodels. I have a feeling something's happened with like the saved models. I don't know, because I swear I turned these into submodels, but it doesn't matter that much now. Yeah, so this is sort of meant to be like a drill bit. Yo, I seriously want to build this now. Like, I actually want to build this. It just looks cool, you know. And then, so these two attachments here, they're similar, but then at the same time they're quite different. So this one is just the usual, like, you got the three disc plates, and they're sort of like teeth. I don't know if you've seen, but like in like those mining machines, yeah, it's just meant to be like 3 rotating parts. Obviously they're not rotating because I don't have time to make them rotating, but you get the point. And then as for this one, it's essentially the same thing, but then it's got this spinning propeller blade. So yeah, another propeller blade again, and yeah, it's sort of meant to be spinning and spinning. I don't know what exactly you want to be doing with these, because this is obstructing the way. So yeah, that is mechanized plant tester. I would be making a video soon, but then that's probably gonna be in like 9 months. I'll be realistic here. So let's move on to one final destination. Maybe not final, but new mech. So I think I made a video on this a while ago, perhaps, I can't remember. But essentially it's a robot, and oh my gosh, what was I doing? It's it's sort of meant to, it was made to like counter Gandra. Yeah, I think, you know what, I probably should not be going into my files right now, but I'll blur this out. Lego, there we go, new giant mech. So originally, hold on, this was the old model. I don't know why I tinted it red. This was like in the early days of when I was using Studio, so I hardly knew what I was doing. I also didn't know how to bend the joints, like these are 1x2 hinges. I only knew how to bend the ball joints. But yeah, this was the original model. And then now we look here, it's, I would say it hasn't changed that much, but then it sort of has changed quite a lot. In fact, I even learned how to bend the joints. So yeah, where do I even start? Okay, let's talk about the arms, because I think the arms are probably one of the most significant parts here. Just trying to fix this. I'm telling you, something definitely happened with files, because they're not saved properly. There we go. So with the arms, there's so this is like the base attachment without the gauntlet. I'll explain that in a sec. But like, it's just a simple 1x2 arm with a bar holder. So yeah, and then this is the first basic attachment, which is like brass knuckles, heated brass knuckles to be exact. Again, it's heavily revolving around 1x2s, and then with some transparent red pieces. So yeah, that's the first attachment. The second attachment would be this. Just trying to figure out how to do this. So if I go here, there we go. It's meant to be like a claw, like a three finger hand. Yeah, man. So it's got silver ink claws, and then yes, pretty much about it. I don't know what much else to explain. And then there's also this one. So this one, I'm still a little double-minded about. I think the problem is it just looks a bit over-exaggerated, I guess. I mean, realistically, be honest here. What situation would you be using this in? Like mind control. Actually, that isn't such a bad idea. Like mind control. Yeah, I'm just trying to lift up arm. There we go. Okay, it actually does look a little cooler now that I think about it. But listen, I made this like 2 or 3 months ago, so it was quite a long time ago. But essentially, I have absolutely no clue whether this was a good call or not. It's heavily based around the 2x4 structure with like a drill in the center and then 4 antennas surrounding it. So, well, I don't know, like maybe if I could get all of your feedback on how this looks. So yeah, that's just that's like the third attachment. Honestly, it's been a while since I made a video on this. What am I saying? It's been a while since I worked on this. So yeah, I just really don't know what's going on. But moving on from the arm, so let's move on to this head. So let's talk about the original head first. So the original head was again heavily based around 2x4s. And then it just had like one singular 1x1 stud as like the eye, so it's sort of like a cyclops. But then for this head, I don't know, I can't remember where I got the inspiration for this. I think I was looking at like Lego robot heads, and then like this triangular structure popped up, and then I thought, oh, let me just create something based on this. What? No, let me create something similar to what I found. Yeah, anyways, so essentially it's a bit misleading. I mean, I'm confused myself as to how I built this, but it's following the similar 1x1 stud structure. It's got a bunch of angular pieces or wedge pieces, I don't know what you're meant to call them, but yeah, I should really create submodels for this. It'll be a lot easier. And then we also got the shoulder turrets. These are meant to spin. You can sort of tell by these frictionless pegs with axle joints. But yeah, it's also got like a laser sight as well with antennas on the top. I don't know when I'm going to build this. This is a project I promised quite a while ago, and then I just sort of failed on that promise. I know probably quite a lot of you have forgotten about what I was meant to make a video on, which is sort of why I'm not too concerned about it, but at the same time I'm also a little disappointed in myself. Yeah. I've sort of been posting just the same game clips, like the same clips on the same game. So yeah. But we're moving on to our final model. We go to open. Obviously, like, there's a bunch of other ones as well, but for now we're just focusing on this one, Floater. So obviously this isn't the official name. This is meant to be like a kaiju as an addition to the Ganjuro universe. Floater isn't his actual name. I'm still trying to find out an actual name for him. But by far this is one of my favorite models. Like, I think out of all of them, this is definitely in the top 3. So I made this actually before I made Plantessa, but then I got around to making Plantessa before this guy. This is one of those overdue projects I was meant to build. So this was meant to be based on an Invincible character called Battle Beast. I haven't watched Invincible, but you know, I've seen basically the show, the comics through shorts. So yeah, that's just the reality. And it's also meant to sort of be based off what's his face from Jujutsu Kaisen, Maharaga. I know that doesn't really make sense now, but like, I'll explain it in a bit. But yeah, so let's just go over his main structure. So we're heavily relying on the wings here. Let's see how many wings. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 18 wings in total I used on this build. That's going to be quite expensive. So he's also red, which is pretty obvious. I think one of my favorite parts though is like the gold accents. So like, the idea is he's got gold armor, but then at the same time he's also got gold embedded into him. So like golden teeth, for example. What else? Yes, that's all I can find really. Golden nails, I guess. And then this is why I really like this. So this specific weapon here, I actually took inspiration from Destroyer. It's leading off a 1x2 brick with an axle hole. So yeah. I zoned out there. Yeah, so back to what I was saying. He's got 2 sets of eyes, but then there's 3 on each side. So you got this one here, which looks similar to Ganjuro, but then you also got these 2, which is a lot more detailed. But then the only reason I don't like this is because it just looks a bit it looks completely different from this 1x1 stud here. So yeah, that's just it doesn't look right in my opinion. But then like, all the more reason for modification, I guess. But anyways, so his shoulder pads.
You know, like Studio does this sometimes. Like, he'll give you the green light for like a model. Like, yeah, it's okay, it can fit here. But then the moment you touch again, it's sort of like, oh, actually no, it doesn't fit here. If that makes sense. See, I just don't know why it doesn't fit. I mean, it should do. Hang on, let me try it. Do it like this. Oh wait, hang on. There we go. And oh my god. No, the final's meant to be playing right now. I'm just here fiddling around the studio.
There we go. Now it's actually filmed properly. So you're back to this. Oh my fucking days. You know, forget it. Let's just clone it here and show you. So essentially, this is meant to be like a dragon skull. Where'd you come from? Oh great! Now I've misplaced a piece and now I can't find out where it was meant to be. Yeah, I really don't know. I'll just leave it here for now, it's fine. But yeah. There's also another shoulder plate here. I think I was trying to replicate a face here, but then it looks a bit weird. But then at least there's a flame coming out of it, so that kind of looks nice. And then there's also flames coming out of his mouth. I don't know why I put like a minifigure head here. I think I was trying to use it for reference or something, but I don't know. And then he's also got like these gold pieces wrapping around his shoulder and his arm, or his forearm actually.
Wait, no, that's not his forearm.
Yeah, anyways, that's not the point. He's got gold chains dangling off of him. So he's not just a hunter and a warrior. He's got gold chains as well. That's real gold, by the way. You know, he mogs everyone. I don't know what I'm talking about, I'm sorry. Yeah, so this is like meant to be his belt buckle. He's got lanterns hanging off of it and more chains. And then this is the part I'm really like stoked about. This is like his tail. So I don't know how much this is going to be, but it's probably going to be expensive. And again, he's also got golds, 2x2 plates with the knob in the middle. So yeah. What's next? Oh yeah, I think I put something inside his chest. I don't know. Oh yeah, I put like a crystal in there. I don't know why I put that in there. I guess just like an Easter egg. Let's move on to his attachments, because obviously every model's got to have attachments. So when I was saying before that Maharaga, like when I was saying that this is sort of based off Maharaga, what I meant was this. Like Maharaga has those like blades poking out. Obviously, like it should be longer, but then do I really care? No. I mean, at the end of the day, I favor these golden claws more compared to this. So yeah. Right, what's next? Yeah. So the next attachments are quite interesting. See, I'm actually telling you this. Something's happened with them, with the files. I have a feeling they've been corrupted or something. Because I just know I didn't do this. I mean, it's not even. Oh wait, there it is. Like it's getting to the point now. It's like this is really starting to become annoying. Is it even my computer's fault anymore? I don't think it is. Oh, for God's sake. Yeah. Okay, so let's start off with the blades. Again, it's just like regular blades. I think probably the most expensive part is obviously going to be this one. There's like this giant golden blade. Yeah, that's about it. So one issue I think I'll have with trying to pose this character with the weapons is that if I just try to have his fingers wrapping around the weapon, it's just going to roll around the place. And also, I don't think it's going to be what's the word? I don't think it's going to be stable. So that's why I decided to include these 1x1 bricks, so that it can be attached to the palm of the hand, so that it's more stable. It sort of does defeat the look of the whatchamacallit, the whole aesthetic, but then I'd rather have stability over aesthetics, if I'm being honest. Actually, sometimes I'd have aesthetics over stability. But then next we got the hammer. So with the hammer, obviously I included the golden golden elements. It's double faced, so it's got it's symmetrical essentially. And then at the bottom I included like this axle gear. I thought it would just be a nice touch, I don't know. But yeah. And then we also, the final weapon is this hook slash saw. This one was a bit interesting because for quite a while I was trying to figure out how do I get. See, originally, how do I explain it? Originally, this was meant to have like 2 hooks on each side, like 2 anchors on each side. But then the problem is I couldn't find the correct piece. So yeah, that's why I just decided to replace the second hook with a saw blade. And as for like the little clip to go into the palm of the hand, I decided to go with a different approach, and I just had like a 1x1 bracket. As a matter of fact, I should probably change that to a 1x1 bracket with 2 studs. Let me show you what I mean. Yeah, like this. This is what I'm talking about, because that way it's more stable. Yeah, I guess that's about it. I guess the point of this video was just to show like what was going on with the projects in the background. I know I said there probably wouldn't be any Lego videos for quite a while, but like, listen, my addiction is crippling. Yeah, it's just like these new ideas just keep coming to my head, and I can't resist to not, turn that idea into a reality. So yeah, that was video. I was just showcasing what I've been doing lately. Some of these projects are quite older, like I'd say they were from last year, some of them. But yeah, that was the video. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure you leave a like, make sure you subscribe, and make sure you stay tuned in for the next video. Hopefully I will be updating on some of these projects soon. And as for the computer, we're getting there. Hopefully the PC industry gets a little better. It's not gonna get better. Trust. It's generally not gonna get better. Thanks to AI, and also corporate greed, and just a whole bunch of other mean things. But yeah, inshallah, I get to build the PC, and it goes smoothly. So yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and stay tuned for the next video. Have a good evening or afternoon or whatever time zone you're in.